Yo, this is Super Max Hernandez, and you're watching Countdown City WrestleCast. Boom! I got it.
What's up, heels and baby faces? Welcome to another episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. I'm your host, JC, and I'm joined this week by Tommy.
Hey guys, I am not Mike, but this is still 2020. Hashtag not Mike. Anyway.
Yeah, Mike and Tina aren't joining us this week. It's a busy time for teachers.
Yeah,
We're going into spring break, so nothing wrong with that. So, in the meantime, Tommy and I are going to hold it down. Our Twitter account, of course, at CCG_WrestleCast. You can subscribe to the Countdown City Geeks YouTube channel. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing recently.
Appreciate it.
Hope you enjoy the show. Today, we are going to be previewing for all of 2 minutes WWE Super Show Down. Thank you. Yeah. No one really cares. After that, we're going to preview AEW Revolution, their first pay-per-view of the year, and not very often we see a pay-per-view on a leap year.
Yeah. That's cool. I actually really like that. I was like, that's good timing.
It's a great way to revolutionize it, so it's pretty awesome. That was like a great thing. And then finally, of course, the New Japan Cup was just announced.
Woohoo!
For quick request from Tommy, we're going to add that to the agenda here.
Yeah.
So
I was going to make it part of my 1 minute warning, but it's too stacked.
It's a stacked bracket, and it's going to be cool. We'll get through that. So, then interesting. This is almost like a mini lull in wrestling that, honestly, in any other week, I'm not sure we would have had a show. It just talked Super Show, maybe Super J Cup, but the beauty of AEW being here, they inserted a pay-per-view, and it's going to be really good.
And I do like that they just you know. Hey, no one's running. So, and that's my favorite thing about them is like they're not trying to compete, which I keep saying, but it just bears repeating. They're not competing. They're just like, hey, let's just add an alternate.
They're doing their thing. They're doing alternative. Everyone just needs to back off the whole competition.
My thing, and see, my thing is, I know we still do the ratings for Dynamite and NXT, but honestly, if NXT had not chosen Wednesdays to have their show, and they just stuck with Tuesdays like there was what I heard was the original plan, there would be no competition. No one having any argument against this.
Exactly.
And everyone could just go about their
blame WWE, but I mean AEW still outperforming them in the ratings. But
I
just didn't, honestly, I just didn't see the point of doing it anymore. It was like, who really cares? They're both great, you know.
I think Eric Bischoff still said it best. It's nowhere near what it was on the Monday Night Wars because
no, it's not.
For one, you can watch NXT later. For another, the crowds are different.
Yeah,
and it's a different time, and with online social media like it is, it's nowhere near the same beast.
DVR wasn't really a thing. Like if you had a TiVo, you were rich back then.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
like you had bank.
And honestly, you needed to set your VCR to LP or EP to get all the hours of Raw and Nitro. So this is
that was just for 2 episodes.
Yeah, if you don't know what a VCR is, Google it.
Oh man, it's so crazy. We live in that era now. Because
go ahead and Google VCR if you're not familiar. Go ahead and pause it. I'll wait. And then come back and I'll let you know I still have a working VCR.
My parents still have a working VCR. And I still
we had to watch movies like that.
I still have old VHS tapes. I still have old Raws and SmackDowns that I recorded.
Yeah.
And I still can play.
I would record the Super Mario Brothers Super Show and all those fun things, especially when they did Zelda on Fridays.
Yeah.
So. All right, so
I have a whole bunch of anime stuff recorded still. Oh my god!
Let's talk briefly about Super Showdown. So this is going to be a Thursday show, and honestly, there's really not a whole lot to say. There's not a whole lot of crazy stuff that happens with Super Showdown. They've only got 7 matches announced. Honestly, the only match I'm personally looking forward to is Bayley and Naomi.
I'm interested in that, and I'm praying for a miracle of Lesnar and Ricochet.
Oh, you better keep praying.
I don't care.
Ash Wednesday's tomorrow, but you better keep praying.
I don't care. I believe in miracles.
All right.
I know I'm wrong, but
all I need is a miracle.
Everything else seems pretty standard, honestly. I hope the Street Profits win.
That would be interesting if that happened. I don't know. I feel like there really isn't any titles that often change hands on these shows.
No,
in Saudi Arabia, you know.
I mean, the Universal title did change hands one time. The Fiend won it from Seth Rollins.
That's the only time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know they did the setup with Goldberg, but Bayley Naomi is interesting because obviously it is the first time a women's championship will be defended on Saudi Arabian soil.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
And they're actually promoting the match this time because excuse me. Last time they had a women's match, they really kind of showed up last minute and did it. You know, so there really wasn't a whole lot to promote with it. They didn't have as much of a build up, so you know that sort of thing. But that's really it for Super Show. To be honest with you, I mean, there's not a whole lot there.
Because the first match we have listed, I could not care less about if you paid me.
Yeah, honestly, like
it's Reigns and Corbin again. In case anyone couldn't tell.
I think somebody put up a joke article that Roman Reigns has asked for his release if he has to wrestle Baron Corbin one more time.
Can you imagine if that were true?
I wish it was.
Oh my god! Could you imagine? Could you imagine if like it was like reacted? Could you imagine if he did that for real, and everyone reported on it, and everyone thought it was kayfabe news, just like messing with folks? Like, no, seriously, he said that.
He's done that. He's done that exactly. So,
but stuff like this, why kayfabe news, I'm happy is a thing because when they say it, it's hilarious because like they have full articles of like really detailed stuff.
Yeah, let's see if that happens. But I would love for that to happen. That'd be hilarious. You know, maybe look Roman Reigns in a different light. So,
yeah.
All right, let's move on to AEW Revolution.
Finally,
yes, finally. Oh, I should say, Mike sent me his notes for the show today. By the way, so he thought we were making match picks for Super Showdown. So all he put was Cesaro wins every match. Every match, even the women's match. Good picks, Mike. We'll see if that pans out. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if that works out for you. So,
I mean, why not? At this point, why not?
Why not? All right, AEW Revolution. 6 matches announced now. There is still one more episode of Dynamite to go.
Yeah.
We're recording this on a Tuesday night, so by the time this gets out, there might be some more matches announced. We'll see. It is a pretty stacked card as it is, and AEW doesn't generally put a whole lot of matches here.
Just with 6 matches. It kind of reminds me, like, to me, it's like NXT in that way. They don't need a ton of matches to still put on a quality show. Yeah. And on all these matches going in are ones that have stuff, like have stakes built into them. It's like, I don't know. To me, AEW hasn't really blown a storyline when it comes to a pay-per-view yet. Like,
no, they really haven't.
When it gets to the pay-per-view, it feels like that's a pay-per-view match, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So first match we have here, Jake Hager versus Dustin Rhodes.
My
agenda here.
I'm so hyped for this one.
Yeah.
Man, I'm hyped for this one.
Mike is picking Hager to win, saying it's an underrated Hoss fight. I think Hager needs to win his AEW debut match. I agree. And Rhodes plays a great sympathetic babyface.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm also picking Hager because it is his debut. I did enjoy the promos where Dustin called him a failed professional wrestler and MMA fighter. Good God. I was like, wow.
My thing is every time Dustin gets on the mic, I said, where was WWE just completely missing the boat on him doing anything?
That's the thing. He's got.
Why was this not a regular occurrence of him just doing? It's like with R-Truth.
I agree. Like, where was this before? Like, I mean, it was there. WWE just didn't want to use it for some reason.
I don't know why. I don't get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also picking Jake Hager.
Yeah.
For a lot of the same reasons. I think he's going to win this one. And at this point, to me, okay, Dustin Rhodes is probably the most untouchable guy in wrestling, right next to R-Truth as far as wins and losses. It doesn't matter. If he wins or loses, he's
got a storied career, exactly.
Yeah, and he's still beloved by everybody. So and I think he's the kind of guy who knows how to get anyone else over too. So yeah, I'm going with Hager on this one.
All right, we'll move on to Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara.
Ooh, this one got me hyped.
Mike, so hyped for this dude. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the promo Darby had on TV because Darby never says anything really.
Yeah,
and this is part of the reason why he's fast becoming one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Goes out there, wrestles, half his face is painted on the skateboard, and he has so much charisma, he doesn't say a word. They cut to commercial picture-in-picture, and he cuts a promo with signs.
Yeah.
And it tells the whole story.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's creative. I love it.
When like I think it was last week or a week before last or whatever, when he was cutting the promo saying how he was coming after Sammy and everything, and he was and like you could hear him like coughing in the background. It was all black and white. And he just kept doing that, and I was like, I was thinking the genius behind it. First of all, he doesn't talk anyway, but they crushed his throat. That's fantastic. I don't know why the irony of that just like I love it. And with a skateboard, that probably would maybe love it some more. But then when he like even Taz said it when he showed up on AEW last week. He even said it. Did you hear that pop? I was like, yeah. Like the dude hasn't spoken a word except for John Moxley. I accept, which was a fantastic promo too. And the crowd lost their mind when he showed up. And also, let's give points to the fact that the kid can come down on a skateboard and he hasn't bailed yet. That's so impressive to me.
Exactly. It's so well done with him. So.
Yeah, I'm loving this build up here they have with him.
Yeah. Mike taking Darby. He's getting a solid push. He wins, but gets beat up by Inner Circle afterwards. I'm also picking Darby Allin. I mean, our hatred for Sammy Guevara is well known on this show. So I mean,
I'm going with Darby as well.
Yeah.
But I also think that I really don't see anyone. I don't think anyone losing on this show can get hurt by it. Like as far as like fan reaction and everything. Like Sammy's the perfect jackass. So he's almost to MJF level, but MJF's way up here as far as hatred goes. So it's just that Sammy can lose and still be booed out of the building. Yeah, and that's the reaction they want for him anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Either way, though, this is the match I'm picking to steal the show.
You think so?
I think this is going to steal the show. Two guys high flying.
You know what?
Tell a great story.
And the thing is though with them too, I also think they're not just high flyers because here's what I laugh about when people say that they're just high flyers. They're not.
No, they can
actually wrestle,
but they do some crazy shit. That's going to go.
And I think it's going to turn into a brawl not before long because Darby still will be mad about the whole throat thing, which I think which I thought was a great. I didn't think they were going to take it as far as they did. Mm-hmm. When they did, I was like, oh wow, okay, we're really doing this. Cool, awesome. Yep. I'm done.
All right, probably the match with the most build up on this entire card: MJF versus Cody. Cody has fulfilled all the stipulations: the 10 lashes on live TV. The cage match, as long as he doesn't touch MJF before the match, this match is on. So, Mike going with MJF by nefarious means, he says it's a feud destined for an escalation of match stipulation leading to another cage or a new gimmick match for AEW. This is just the beginning of this feud. MJF right now, arguably one of the biggest heels in the entire industry.
Yeah,
and obviously the part of the stipulations here is he's trying to wear Cody down.
Yeah.
Who knows what else they're going to do to him on Wednesday before this match.
Right.
I'm also going MJF as well. If Tina were here, she'd probably pick MJF as well. Yeah. She loves MJF.
So. I'm going to lone wolf this and go with Cody. I could be wrong, but I don't think Cody winning here would stop it from escalating anyway because I just think MJF would do something. Because say Cody wins, I still see MJF just beating the snot out of him even afterwards. Just I'm going to hit you anyway. And then have Wardlow, He's actually pretty impressive for his debut. I actually like that. Of course, I think the whole match I gotta have rose tinted glasses because the moonsault was crazy.
Moonsault was amazing.
Yeah. So I love the build up for this one though. This was probably one of my favorite builds for any kind of match going in. I love
there's nothing really on the line. It's just literally just a rivalry match. And as for you get back to the debut for Wardlow, I love the way AEW is handling debuts.
Yeah, me too.
They're really taking care of them and pushing it and making a big hype about it, and they're delivering.
Like even with Jeff Cobb, even though he lost, you got I think everyone got what the hype was about.
Yeah,
because it wasn't just paradigm shift, boom, 1, 2, 3. No, he made John Moxley work for it.
Watch it. Strike one.
Yeah, strike one. Sorry, guys. He made Moxley work for it. And it wasn't a simple. It was a roll up. So
yeah. All right. The Tag Team Championship, there's 3 title matches. Kenny Omega and Adam Page, the current champions, against the Young Bucks, who won a huge-ass Gauntlet Battle Royal. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Mike, going with the title change, picking the Young Bucks, more inadvertent Omega and Hangman botches where they hit each other. Hangman finally snaps and turns on Omega. Swear to God, Mike's been thinking my mindset.
Actually, I was literally gonna say word for word. That's what I was gonna say.
Honestly, I feel like the tag title thing is really just kind of on hold. The Young Bucks, we've all kind of just been waiting for them to win the titles. Yeah. This is kind of it. Two guys are really kind of thrown together, so we're all picking the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
what do you know?
For sure.
Plus, Omega, I think that with Double or Nothing coming up, they're going to be working him somehow into the main event picture. Yeah, my thought.
Yeah, so. And isn't this coming Dynamite the 30-minute Iron Man match between Omega and Pac?
Is that tomorrow?
I think that's tomorrow.
Wow.
So if that's the case, then Omega's going to be even more worn down by the time we even get to Revolution.
Yeah.
And so because this is another thing that I wasn't expecting from AEW was them turning Page heel.
Yeah.
He
was the darling. Everyone thought he.
Yeah, honestly, if you'd have told me that was going to happen when Dynamite started, I would have said you're crazy. There's no way they're going to make him a bad guy in this. And without a massive convincing of an argument, you would not have convinced me. But I'm loving what they're doing with this right now. Because for one, A, you didn't see it coming. And B, I think the slow burn of it is just amazing.
I mean, he was a heel at All In with the whole Joey Ryan thing when you think about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. So. I mean, I think whenever you go with Joey Ryan, you're kind of the heel. I don't care what really.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, regardless.
If you're getting dick flipped, you're probably a heel.
Yeah,
yeah. Women's Championship, newly crowned champion Nyla Rose defending against Chris Statlander. Nyla, by the way, was most recently on Chris Jericho's podcast. Really great interview.
Okay, I got to
really cool listen. She's got so much experience more than you think. It's pretty amazing. Also, how she got found at AEW was pretty awesome. She has a great story.
Okay.
Mike going with Nyla. Obviously, it's too early for her to lose it. Statlander has a chance to be over given time, but there'll probably be a rematch down the road, he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Nyla Rose. Same for you? Or are you thinking a channel change? Because honestly, it's too early. She just won the damn thing.
Yeah, okay, I'm going Nyla Rose too. So, I was on the fence, but now I'm going Nyla Rose. My only other thing I could see is like a screwy finish with like what is her name? Britt Baker interrupting or costing them both and just
we're trying to insert in there somehow.
Yeah, or that or the new Nightmare Collective, which they've reformed. Okay,
yeah.
So since I brought that up, I gotta admit, I kind of love how they did that.
Yeah.
how people said, "Oh, we don't like the Nightmare Collective." They're like, "Okay, let's completely screw this. Let's completely swerve them right now." I was like, I kind of guys, we can't get mad at them. We said we
didn't like it. They swerved it.
I didn't mind it so much. It wasn't my favorite thing that was going on in AEW. I didn't mind it so much though. Like I didn't hate like everybody else did. But how they kind of like swerved, I was like, okay, cool. And then they kind of had Mel and Luther be on their own now and everything. I'm like, well, you guys got what you wanted, so yeah. What's the problem?
There's what we need right there.
Yeah.
So, all right, World Championship, Chris Jericho, the inaugural, the only current AEW champion that they've ever had,
and the youngest,
and the oldest. Yes, and the only Canadian champion too.
The lightest, the heaviest,
yes,
the longest reigning, the most defensive,
the only champion that's a rock star. Yeah, defending against Jon Moxley. Honestly, who's been the most hyped superstar that they have since he debuted.
Yeah.
Even when he was a free agent, all the rumors were, he's going to AEW, Mike is going with Mox. It's with AEW not doing monthly pay-per-views, it's time for Jericho to pass the torch and have Moxley hold the gold going in Double or Nothing for a match with Omega, Pac, or maybe a heel Hangman. Honestly, I mean, heel Hangman, wherever you're looking at it, I don't think it's so much more about them not doing monthly pay-per-views.
Right.
I think it's time. With Mox is like hotter than he's ever been.
Yeah.
He's the current IWGP United States champion.
Yeah.
He's wrestling with one eye, basically.
Yeah.
Comes through the crowd.
I love how they're building that up, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's so good.
Selling great merch with it, too, by the way.
For sure.
So I am going with Mox. Mox is just... He's hype. He's everything right now. He's the biggest star in this company.
Yeah, I'm going with Mox as well. I think
it's time for a change.
Yeah, I think you have the story like this with a guy like Mox against a guy like Jericho. You have two guys who just could not be in a hotter place, and there's just no losing with these guys.
Yeah.
Just the build up of this alone again, I'm loving the build up. It feels like a world title match coming up. It doesn't just feel like, another defense. This is like a world title match. And I kind of figured that like Cody and the guys are taking their leather booking from, old ROH stuff, New Japan stuff, and how they properly build up these feuds. And because even the matches that aren't like super built up, like when like Scorpio faced Jericho for the belt, it felt like a real title match.
Yeah.
This one just feels like the one that has like all the build up of like everything going in. And I think it's going to be a title change because I think it's going to be about, Moxley overcoming the odds, having to deal with all the crap from the inner circle. And of course, this is just going to give them something to complain about.
We could very easily see the inner circle. We could very easily see the inner circle getting involved, and that's the only way I would see Jericho keeping the title.
Yeah.
Honestly, DQs are hard to come by in AEW,
Yeah,
but if that happens, that's
but at the
way,
same time, though, I think especially with starting with last week when Darby Allin showed up to help Moxley out of nowhere. I think this is when you're going to start seeing guys who are just sick of the inner circle kind of show up. Like, if Jake Hager, like I say, like we all agree that he's probably going to win his match with Dustin. I don't think Dustin's going to be just like chilling in the back, unless like incapacitate him altogether. And even then, you could have people who are fans who like Dustin backstage come out and take out Hager and the other guys and leave this one-on-one. So.
Yep. Well, that's our picks for Revolution, AEW Revolution, first pay-per-view for them for the year. This is leading into Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing is, there was their debut pay-per-view under the AEW banner.
Yeah.
A big one for them. Let us know your picks. Leave them in the comments here below. We'll see how well you do. And stay tuned for our Twitter. Now, we are going to move on into New Japan Pro Wrestling's version of March Madness.
Oh, so true.
Yeah. They got a jump start of the NCAA, basically, with how many people is this? 32?
32. Yeah.
32-man bracket. So half the size of an NCAA bracket, but still just as hype, I think. So.
And to be honest, usually it's about 16. It's very seldom this many guys in the New Japan Cup.
It is stacked. So here's what we're going to do. Tommy and I, well, by the way, Mike's picks right here. For this, he says exactly what Tommy says. So you're picking for 2 people right now.
I should have known that was going to be the thing.
That's Mike's picks for New Japan.
I should have known that was going to be the thing. Okay.
We're not going to pick every single match.
Yeah.
We're going to highlight some great first round matches and some potential future matchups down the line. What we are going to do is pick our final 4. Like who we think is going to win the whole thing.
Okay.
So, in the interest of me not looking like I'm copying you,
okay,
I'm going to go ahead and go first. So, my final 4 right now is going to be, let's see, I'm going to go bracket by bracket here. Tomohiro Ishii.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I don't think Okada. Man. That's the hardest one. I'm gonna come back to that bracket because these brackets are insane, man.
These brackets are insane.
Let's see. Will Ospreay.
Okay.
On the other, I'll call it the region just because I'm used to doing the NCAA thing. Kenta out of that region.
Okay.
And honestly, this other bracket, let's just start it right now. Whoever wins Okada versus White is going to win the whole fucking bracket. And that's hard to pick, but I'm going to go with Jay White because Okada's won enough goddamn things right now. I'm sorry. So, as far as who I think is going to win the whole thing, I think Kenta's going to win the entire New Japan Cup. So,
really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I'm going with it. So, now, Tommy, go ahead and give us yours and Mike's picks right now.
First of all, that part's hilarious to me. I do agree with Ishii for the first bracket.
Okay.
I disagree. I think it's going to be Okada in the other bracket.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just picking, 2 Japs, two Gaijin. That's basically,
that's fair. That's
okay.
fair. Yeah. As far as the other bracket, actually, dude, I'm so torn. There's like 4 people who I know for sure are gonna make it pretty far.
Yeah.
But actually, I can't even say that because I know that because Tanahashi and Ibushi are the tag team champions now, and I know Taichi and Sabre are kind of making it known that they want a shot at the tag titles.
Yeah, it's interesting that if they both could win, they'd be facing each other as potential champions.
And
which I don't think will happen.
I don't think it will happen either. But honestly, I would pick Sabre all day over Taichi. Like, there's just no way I'd pick Taichi over Sabre. But I don't know. And I'm with you at the Ospreay and Takagi. That's the one thing about this that throws me off. If they weren't in the first round. This would be easier, but they're in the first round. I'm going. You know what? I'm going Takagi for
Takagi. So same thing. It's like whoever was the first round is going to win that region. You're going Takagi. Okay.
I'm going Takagi only because since Ospreay beat him in the Best Super Juniors finals. So.
Okay, and then your other
for the last bracket. I'm thinking, could there be a swerve? There could be. I'm going Goto.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm going Goto for this bracket.
So you would have Goto. You would have Goto being Kenta in the final. Is that what you're thinking? In the final for that region?
Yeah. Kenta absolutely would make it to the end. But I'm having Goto beat Kenta just out of pure spite.
And I said Kenta would win the whole thing. Who do you think is going to win the whole thing? Get him in your final four.
Okay. So I said Ishii, Okada, Shingo, and Goto. I think Shingo would win it.
Shingo Takagi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because actually this will tie into my 1 minute warning when we get there, but because I'll explain. But yeah, I think I have Shingo winning it.
Okay. Yeah. So some interesting matchups we had. We already talked about Okada, White, Ospreay, Takagi. Just those are first round matchups. Like seriously, you just from the very beginning. Here's how we're getting started, right?
New Japan kind of said. I think they knew people were going to pick them, and New Japan said, "Screw your picks. We do what we want."
Screw you, man. Like, how am I supposed to fill this out in Vegas? God damn it. Another interesting one though. If Juice Robinson and David Finlay win, they're going to face each other.
Yeah.
They were tag team champs fairly recently.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, those titles have changed hands yet again.
Yeah.
We mentioned it already, but Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi, Golden Ace, are the current IWGP Tag Team Champions after beating Guerrillas of Destiny.
Yeah.
If they both win their first round matchups, they're going to be facing each other. So, very interesting matchup.
Honestly, for that round, I actually have Taichi being sneaky and pinning Tanahashi, but then Ibushi somehow surviving Saber. And then facing Taichi and then beating him. I hope.
We would think, right?
I hope, because Taichi needs to keep his pants on. If you guys have never seen Taichi wrestle, that joke makes no sense. But if you guys who've seen Taichi wrestle know exactly what I'm talking about.
I want to see Colt Cabana and Toriano win their first round matchups because I know the comedy of that second round matchup between the two of them would be amazing.
Oh man, they pulled something against Togi Makabe and Tomoaki Hanma during the New Japan Road, and Makabe went backstage and said, "What the hell was that? Yano, I'm never trusting you again." I was like, "You mean more than you did the last time when he performed chaos behind your back?" Oh man, it was a great backstage interview with those two. It was so funny.
Yeah. Obviously, I've had the bracket up here this whole time, so
yeah.
There's a lot. It's a stacked bracket. Let's recap. My final four is going to be Ishii, Ospreay, Kenta, and Jay White. Tommy and Mike's final four is Ishii, Takagi, Goto, and Okada. I'm picking Kenta to win the whole thing. Tommy and Mike are picking Takagi to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
But you can comment here who your final four and your overall picks are going to be. So
here's the amazing part about anything New Japan related.
What?
You can so easily be wrong, and it's still not a bad thing.
It's so hard to pick the damn thing, man. It really is. But I don't know if it's just because I don't speak Japanese or what. But
look at the star power of this, dude.
I know.
They're like, with the exception of a couple of young lions, there's no real throwaways in this.
No,
and
there's not.
And even the older guys who are in it is because they won it probably 10, 20 years ago.
They want a chance of redemption. So
yeah.
Now the New Japan Cup starts March 4th.
Yeah.
And it's going to end March 21st. So here's an early jump on your March Madness. You can print a bracket out, fill it out, see how well you do.
Yeah.
These are all going to be broadcast on New Japan World.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes?
They're all going to be on New Japan World. I think they're going to be taking place all over various arenas in Japan. Korakuen Hall probably for sure is going to have a good chunk of them. I can't remember where the finals are being held, but yeah, it's all gonna be on New Japan World. So it's gonna air like literally like 4 a.m. here in the States. So just when you get up that morning, log on New Japan World, check it out. I guarantee you this is all gonna be crazy. And if you can't see the show, go to their YouTube channel, their backstage interviews, because that's where like all the real like drama happens. Is the backstage interviews, and those are fantastic. Like to hear. So check them out. It's gonna be the New Japan Cup is nothing, because I know me especially. People talk about the G1 climax, how important it is, and because of the round robin, tournament style of it. But the New Japan Cup, single elimination, you're one and done, but it's just as dramatic. Because let me put it to you this way: the New Japan Cup is where Naito became Mr. LIJ, and like it went from the babyface who, was the plucky guy who could and almost did, to the biggest jackass. And the crowd could not have loved him more. He became the biggest bad guy and was cheered out of the building. It was amazing how that happened. Amazing.
Only in New Japan, right?
Only in New Japan.
Now, of course, if you're not able to watch on World, if you want to just see some results, I believe the website's NJPW1972.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check that out. All your news and stuff there.
Yeah,
it's in English.
Yeah, they and that's actually something pretty cool of them because I mean a lot of Japanese wrestling sites, and nothing against them, keep their stuff in Japanese. There's nothing wrong with that. That's their website from their country. New Japan on NJPW1972.com is strictly for the American audience, for everyone to check it out, and it's really great.
Very smart on their end too, because it gets the interest in.
Yeah, they put a lot of transcripts of their interviews on there too. So if you just want, if there's an interview that you want to see, go check their backlog. They've got a few. They've got some from Naito, Okada, even I think Omega from a few years back. So yeah,
nice. All right, with that, we're going to move into our 1 minute warning. Mike, his 1 minute warning is going to be very short. I'm not even going to start the timer because it only consists of hashtag Cesaro for WrestleMania and hashtag even more cowbell. That was one of the bright spots on WWE TV, was the little cowbell segment with Cesaro. Let's be honest here.
True. True. Although I didn't watch Raw, but I did see the clip of R-Truth in the ring with Bobby Lashley, to the point where I say once again, why don't we do more things with R-Truth? just why? I don't care if he just walks out there to talk for 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes of entertaining TV. Let's do more with R-Truth, people. Come on.
Hey, I think Lesnar wants to run a program, and if that means R-Truth goes over at WrestleMania over Lesnar, that'd be great.
Okay, so wait.
R-Truth inserts himself as a triple threat with
Drew McIntyre. Hold on. What if by some miracle, like I said, Ricochet wins?
Here we go, fantasy booking.
So Brock Lesnar just shows up mad that he has nothing to do. He's in full gear on, and R-Truth music hits, and he's like,
he wants to laugh though.
So, but what if it is a triple threat match between Lesnar and McIntyre, and R-Truth comes out? I'm here to face you two for the European Championship. You're like, Truth, that title's retired. What?
Yeah.
We haven't even used that belt since like 2002. You sure? Yeah. My bad, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
I keep rewatching that when he did that at when they were talking about Money in the Bank, and he walked out, and Kane told him, "You're not in the match." He said, "Are you sure?"
You sure?
And he said, "My bad." And then Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler gave up. They were like, "You know what? We can't do this. We cannot not laugh at this. Screw it. This is funny."
I swear he just exists just to make sure he gets everyone to break. So,
I think he does that to see who he can break in the ring while they're talking.
Yeah.
And the worst offender is Carmella. She could never hold it together.
Oh no. No, by her own admission, but it was a good time. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They look like they had tons of fun.
All right, you ready for your 1 minute warning?
I am ready.
Kind of teased it a bit, so all right, ready, set, go.
First of all, to Manabu Nakanishi on his retirement, it was he was a very star-studded affair, and even Tanahashi backstage was like just in tears, like to see another mentor of his go. So cheers to him. He had a great career, winning G1, former IWGP Heavyweight Championship, multiple tag team champion, and to go out with his friends of the third generation, Nagata, Kojima, and Tenzan was great. Mm-hmm. But the big news I want to talk about is Naito and Hiromu, man. Hiromu is coming for him, dude. He wants to prove he's better than him. And I don't know, I made a reference to Ospreay moving up to the heavyweight division. Does this mean he might start his own group? And people said, no, I don't think so. But now I'm thinking I was looking at the wrong guy, because Hiromu has been provoking and poking and prodding at Naito, just saying, oh, you brought me in, but I've been taking care of myself and I'm going to do my own thing. And Naito's just been like, he's even said, tranquilo, calm down. So I don't know, man. Like, I've been calling it. Their match is going to be at the anniversary show, and it's going to be a fight, because Hiromu's determined to prove he's better. Then Naito said, if you can beat me, I'll hand you the belts, and everything. So I don't know what's going to happen there, man, but it looks like it's going to be one hell of a match. So
should be good.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned retirements. I do have to just quickly say, Liger's retirement.
Yeah.
Some early rumors are that he may, in fact, be going into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Which he should.
Yeah. We said it after his retirement. It looks like it might be coming true. So
I'm hoping it is, because honestly, to me, Liger's one of the guys who, whether he's been in your company or not, all he's done for
even
wrestling.
Though technically he has been in your company.
Yeah, in WWE, he has.
Yeah,
he has been in the company. So this rule doesn't apply to him for this.
Yeah,
but any kind of wrestling Hall of Fame that promotes pro wrestling, he's one of the guys that has to go in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because let's be honest. The Liger gimmick was probably supposed to be like a short time deal and done. But this guy turned into such a freaking beast that it surpassed the anime it was based on, to the point where you have to be a real fan, a real nerd like myself, to know that the anime came first,
or old enough to remember it. That kind of thing.
And speaking of star-studded events, how many guys who haven't wrestled for New Japan in years will said, "What it's for Liger, we'll do it."
Yeah,
like Fujinami. When was a lot like don't even remember like so many people don't even realize that he was in New Japan ring, and yet he was like, I'm here for my friend to support him one last time, and awesome. Liger, man. So yeah, I hope he does go into the ring. He deserves it.
All right. Mine may not be wrestling related, but all this crap we hear talking about on social media and all this stuff we see, all the negativity, I'm going to inject a little bit of positivity here for you. Saturday, of course, is February 29th. It only comes around once a year, and I'm sure a lot of people, when you check your Facebook memories, don't have a whole lot that pops up on this day. So I encourage you to post one thing just so that you have a memory that comes up on this day every 4 years, because you won't see it every year, just for the hell of it. Check in that you're watching AEW Revolution, because you're only going to see that memory once every 4 years.
Yep.
It's kind of nice to see that. Mm-hmm. So, also do want to extend a congrats to the Bella Twins, who were officially announced as being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Both appeared on A Moment of Bliss on SmackDown on Friday. Both pregos. And Tina and I are guessing that Brie at very least is having a boy, just from the way she's carrying the baby. So, but it's gonna be nice to see them going to the Hall of Fame. Love them or hate them. I'm just glad they're not wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So,
yeah. My only thing with that is like someone brought it up. Like I'm just a little upset, and I do admit it. I'm upset that they're going in first before like Victoria. Come on.
See, but that's the thing. Okay,
Victoria and who else?
Victoria's got to sign off on it.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
That's the thing. Let's face it. I know the Hall of Fame is a great honor, but the actual induction is another event for WWE to sell tickets.
Yeah.
They're booking the talent. Got to pay for them.
Yep.
When you sign the Hall of Fame thing, you're giving up rights to this and that. They can promote you, whatever, make money off of you. And who knows? I mean, Victoria never really... I can't recall in a video game if she was ever even some of the video games. Like, she didn't even appear.
She was in a couple of them.
When they started to get popular, she really wasn't.
No, not really. But I remember she was in some of the Raw versus SmackDown ones for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple where she was in there because whenever I created a women's wrestler, I would use the Widow's Peak a lot. That's also one of my favorite finishers.
Well, her moveset might have been in there, but herself, she wasn't in there. So,
she was in a couple. But yeah, she wasn't used as much. But her and I don't think Molly Holly's in yet. And she should.
I thought she was.
Is she? Hold on.
I thought she was.
She might be. I may be wrong.
If she wasn't, she inducted somebody, and that's what I might be.
I know she inducted Ivory for sure because Ivory's in.
Okay.
So I can't remember if she's in or not. But either way, I mean, nothing. It's nothing against the Bella Twins. I really don't. Because like I've always been one of the people like I have nothing against them. Mm-hmm. It's just the press that comes up around them to me it seems a bit much sometimes. Now, not saying they don't deserve this. To each his own. I think it's cool. I think they have done a lot to bring eyes on the company.
Just from the reality TV show perspective, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I mean, look, and guys, this is the era we live in. Yep. It's not always just about the wrestling. If it is, there will be no celebrity wing for the Hall of Fame.
Very true.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, if you don't like it, I get it. But at the same time, there are other Hall of Fames you can give a lot of attention to if you just really don't pay attention to this one. Yeah.
All right. Some of the events this coming weekend. So WWE Super Showdown is Thursday, February 27th at 11 a.m. Central Time. Yes, because it's over there. Hopefully they all make it back safely and there's not some crazy fiasco. But
I was thinking.
Expect to see a lot of NXT talent on SmackDown on Friday if that does happen. The event's going to be at the International Arena on the Boulevard in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Okay, no, she's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
She's not in the Hall of Fame yet. Yep. Okay. AEW Revolution is Saturday, February 29th, Woo! Leap Year Day. On a Saturday. I love that AEW does Saturday pay-per-views.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure I've said that before.
Yeah, but it bears repeating.
It is at 7 p.m. Central Time. The buy-in, I believe, is going to be at 6:30 p.m. On Bleacher Report Live. It's from the Wintrust Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Good old faithful Chicago for AEW and for wrestling in general. So, It's going to be a great show. Going to be a fun weekend.
And it's Chicago. That crowd's going to be on fire. Yeah.
AEW was here recently in Austin for Dynamite. Great crowd.
Yeah.
I think some of the guys from Tiger Driver Radio made the trip as well. They talked about it on their podcast.
They're going to be in Houston April 26th. Now, that one I'm going to try to go to. It just bad timing for me whenever they come anywhere near Texas.
Come through San Antonio, guys.
Yeah,
okay?
for sure.
Please come through. Run through the Freeman if you got to, because that's a great arena for it.
It doesn't get enough love anymore. So, yeah.
No, it doesn't for wrestling. So, definitely come through there. So, although the only hang-up I potentially could see is building politics with WWE.
Yeah.
Tends to do that. But WWE runs at the AT&T Center mostly. So, Freeman, even though it's right next door, is available.
Yep.
Come through there. That's a great venue for wrestling. So, our Twitter account, at @CCG_WrestleCast. Subscribe to our channel, the Cat Nut City Geeks. We have WrestleCast episodes. We have a bunch of other geek topics as well. Next week on this show, we're going to be recapping Super Showdown, if there's anything of note to recap. AEW Revolution, which should have a lot to note. And previewing the Elimination Chamber, which, quite frankly, is looking really, really good.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited for this because there's no fast lane, which is great.
I think they did the right thing and they made Takeover happen instead of Fastlane, which of course is the right call.
Thank you. Yeah. So we'll be talking all about that. It's going to be a stacked show. We'll see if Tommy and Tina join us next week. Tina may, just because the Elimination Chamber card looks really, really good.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to our Twitter account as well. We may have a match for the night poll or some other questions regarding Revolution as that happens. So stay tuned and let us know your comments.
And have a poll for, did you actually watch Showdown at all?
How did you watch Showdown? Did you watch it live? Did you catch it delayed? If you catch it delayed, did you watch it 24 hours later? Or the final option, you read the Wikipedia just for results?
And be honest with us and be honest with yourself.
Yes.
What did you actually do?
Come on now. Anyway, been a fun show.
Yeah.
Short show.
Yeah.
We held it down.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And obviously the New Japan Cup you can watch on New Japan World, as we mentioned.
Yeah, right now they're still in the middle of their just their regular. It's the New Japan Road Tour, which kind of is like the preview.
Yeah.
For the anniversary show and for the New Japan Cup. So so like I said, having New Japan World at any time is just never a bad thing. It's just always fun. And really you never know what's gonna pop up. I mean, oh my God, Jericho shows up every 6 months like clockwork. So
who knows?
Yeah, I mean and plus,
possibly Moxley. Well,
yeah,
Moxley,
and
he
plus,
won't be in the cup, but he's
Yeah, I mean, and Jeff Cobb is in the New Japan Cup.
While still being with AEW.
While still technically being with ROH.
Is he still technically ROH?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they still have him booked for shows.
Huh.
Yeah.
Amazing thing. They could all work it out.
Yep.
So.
You never know.
Yep.
Of course.
What?
If all three of those promotions work things out, oh my God!
Is it sad to say ROH kind of needs that right now?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though. If all three of those companies could work something out, that could be a legit credible threat.
Yeah.
Right now, all three of their own, they're not. I'm not knocking those companies. They're not. But if all three of those could work something out,
just some sort of talent share. You don't have to co-promote shows.
No, you don't have to
co-promote. Talent share would be fine.
And
I'm sure Impact would get involved somehow too.
I read somewhere that Tony Khan didn't let guys who have belts in other companies bring them on to AEW for promotional reasons, and that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I get that. There's nothing wrong with that. My thing is, though, they don't have to bring the belts. The talent is what speaks for themselves, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so.
But if you are holding a belt in another company, you do kind of have to protect that. That was a big issue with Pac as well.
That's true, too.
In a way, Mox, especially with him holding the IWGP United States title, which with New Japan trying to make a foothold, you never know. So,
yeah.
Something to discuss later.
True.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Tune in next week. Over here we got Tommy.
# not Mike.
And I'm JC. And as always, heels and baby faces, remember, pro wrestling is real. People are fake.
Oh, wait, got water in it. Kid.
Don't do it. See ya.
So if you want to subscribe to the channel, click right here.
And if you want to watch more WrestleCast videos, I got 3 words for you. Click right here.